We are here at Eiffel Tower, a 1/5 scale replica of the Eiffel Tower. It is dawn. We're here so that you can see the lights on the outside of the tower and what it looks like at night, but we're going to be spending the rest of this short video during the day. This is a short tour. There is a longer 3-part sort of unscripted tour also on this YouTube account. So let's go for a little walk. This is near the spawn point of this world, which is, as you probably already know, is Voxelia. Lots of other interesting stuff in our world. This is just one thing. Here's a sign that there are 2 entrances to the actual inside the tower itself. We're going to walk around outside briefly. This is a few months old now. We're now under the tower. You can look up and look down. The real tower doesn't have anything below the plaza, at least not that's obvious, and above it there's not a glass floor. This is just obviously for this model. This plaza used to be a large sort of pit of sand, which was mined clean for another structure, and I decided that was sort of an eyesore, that we should put something interesting in it. So there it goes. This is at sea level. Where we're standing right now is level 0. Where I'm looking now is north, just to sort of give you your bearings here. And there's a road that goes very far to the north, starting right here, called Eiffel Avenue. In case you didn't notice, Leffy is Eiffel backwards. Not too exciting. So anyway, there are 2 ways into the tower itself. You can actually climb around inside, which is really the attraction, is being able to go inside. One of them is here, in the leg. So let's go take a look. The each one of the legs actually has a place to go. The other exit is over here. This is the east exit. Over here is a block of obsidian, back when obsidian was this sort of rare thing in our world, just when we were getting started. Now it's just like completely common. We make it with ease. Down here is, before we go up, I thought I'd show you down, is what I call carpal tunnel. Let's take a look what could possibly be in here. So this is the pit directly underneath the center of the tower, from which I mined all of the stone used to build the tower. I estimate it was something like 3,000 blocks to build the tower. I decided to take it down to the bottom. The actual amount I mined for the tower is something like half this pit. Anyway, and part of the reason it used so much stone is, even though the tower doesn't have a lot of volume to it, part of the reason it used so much is because it's made out of the half steps, what I call pavers. I don't know if anyone else calls it that. Maybe they do. So this is the entrance to the tower. No elevator, unfortunately. There's no elevators in Minecraft, so we got to take good old-fashioned ladders. This was interesting to do. I think the most, I don't know, if I had to say, the thing I'm most proud of with this structure is that there are ladders all the way up to the top, and I think there's only one place you actually have to jump. So they're all easily accessible ladders. So this is the first floor. The real tower has 3 floors, and this tower also has 3 floors. The floors themselves, the heights of the floors, are not quite to scale because we have to be able to fit, our 2-meter tall people in here, and the real tower obviously has different proportions. So yeah, I get a decent view of sort of near the downtown area. Again, most of our structures, I suppose, you could say, are near downtown, although we have spread out quite a bit, downtown being near the spawn point. So let's go up to the 2nd floor. It's a little bit tricky. I had to run. Again, I managed to get the ladders to go up the legs without being visible actually from the ground or from outside. So the ladders are actually hidden. When we were walking around outside, you'd have to look pretty carefully to see the ladders. So I'll go ahead and take a look around. And of course, you can look down. Now, what's interesting is from this point, we're quite a few blocks up off the ground, and you can look straight down to the bottom of the world. You see some of that lava back down in the pit. So this is actually quite a distance that you're looking down. It's of course a man-made hole. I think that's well, that used to be our deepest man-made hole, or I think someone beat that recently. So now, this is the second floor. We're going to go up to the very top floor. This is a little bit trickier. This is where I think the only jump you need, and that is to stand on this glass block and then jump on this ladder. This was necessary to avoid obscuring the view from the second floor. Okay, this is, now we are getting to the narrow part of the tower. So I'm going to go all the way up. So this is just looks like a big long tunnel. It is 3 by 3, so there's just enough room to have a sort of a tunnel going up the middle. Here we are now at the top floor, very top of the tower. It's a little bit claustrophobic. This is actually much larger in terms of scale than the real tower, but again, I had to fit. It has to be at least 2 meters or 2 blocks tall to get people in here. You may notice that there is a pumpkin here. This was placed as part of a scavenger hunt that we had, and I decided to leave it there, sort of as an Easter egg, although it's not an Easter egg, it's a pumpkin. Now, you can't go up any higher than this, but on top of the tower, at the very top, you may have noticed it when we were outside at the peak of the tower, there's, I think it's a gold block and a diamond block. And again, those were very rare things at the time that this thing was put together. Now, gold blocks are pretty, well, I guess somewhat common, and diamond blocks are still rare, but added a little bit of color to the top. The real tower just has a television antenna. The real tower does not have gold and diamond blocks. And that's really all there is to it.
Well, thank you.
There is also a web page with all kinds of details about how this thing was designed and built, which will be linked to the video.